A little something for the weekend with Sam Hunt.
Sam Hunt's with us. G'day there, Sam.
Good morning, Wammo. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Pretty good, yeah. Looking forward to another weekend, of course.
A weekend. I've got to go. I'm doing a show tonight down with Barry Saunders tonight. This is the one that I had to cancel when I got sick a few minutes.
That's right.
got the swine flu a few months ago.
Yeah, and you're going to get the opportunity to do it now.
We're going to do it tonight.
Oh, cool.
And so I'm going to fly down. My helicopter should be picking me up in a quarter of an hour.
Gosh, 1 week it's helicopters, next week it's Porsches.
I know. Well, no, actually, it's not really a helicopter today. It's too windy. It's too windy. I sometimes, but no, we're not doing that today.
Yeah, are you over the wind and the storm?
No,
it's going on and on and on.
Major,
Yeah.
big westerlies. I actually love it, but it makes life quite difficult for some people, you know.
It is kind of, I suppose, extraordinary in that it has been so big and it's gone on for so long. But at the end of the day, it is just the equatorial winds that happen at this time.
It's the equinox officially today, you know.
Yeah.
That's right. I heard somebody talking about that, like when people were more connected to the land.
Yeah.
You know, farmers and people would talk about the equinoctial gales and so on. It was it was matter of fact. But now, with people living in different lives, they're not as affected by the seasons and something like the equinox.
This is true. We rely on the weatherman at 7 o'clock to tell
and
us.
As Bob Dylan said when he was a very young man himself, back in about 1960. Let me think. In case any Dylanologists are listening, I better be careful here. I'm going to say about 1965. Dylan said in a song, he said, "You don't need a weatherman to look through the window." And later on, he says, "You don't need a weatherman to know which way the winds blow."
Yeah, it's true.
Well, I've received some poems that have been... Oh, by the way, I had some great feedback from over last week's program with the 3 poems of Sarah Broom's that I did.
Oh, cool.
And so that was really nice, much appreciated.
What do people say?
Oh, there were all sorts of things. One person was battling a similar sort of health thing, and was just loved the poems and wanted more information, and so I was able to give that to them.
Oh, great.
And so that's been good. And also a couple of new chords. I've got a new one for this morning as well, which is written since last week. So there you are. Last week I did chords 51, I forget now, but 53, I'm going to do 54. But before I get there, I have received some poems which I've really enjoyed, and that's why I like to do them, from none other than Karen Hay.
Oh.
Karen Hay of Emerald Budgie fame. That's a novel which was published a few years ago, which was panned by some and praised by others, and I was among the others. I loved Emerald Budgie's decadent sort of novel, but good stuff, very, very good. I remember the first time I read it, I thought, I don't believe it, and then I went back the second time and I couldn't put it down.
That's brilliant.
And anyway, and Karen's been writing poems. Some people will know. Was Karen originally the manager or something?
Yeah, and still kind of the all-seeing eye of Kiwi.
The all-seeing eye?
Yeah.
Well, I wonder if she's going to be the all-seeing ear because she's about to hear one of her or 2 of her poems be read.
And Andrew Fagan is the all-seeing ear. Yeah, he's the all-seeing ear, Karen's the all-seeing eye.
Well, I'm very fond of Andrew too, of course, and one thing I love about him is he brings us holy water on stage and he always gives me a blessing.
Yeah.
Here's a poem by Karen Hay. She's written it in one of the tightest verse forms available in the English language, the Vignelle, and it's called Incomprehensible. I won't go on about the form because I think very gently the form of the way the poem's put together sort of tells itself, really. Incomprehensible. It was I better start again. It was incomprehensible, unheard of, as we floated, beauty dressed as butterflies. It was the beginning, the middle, the end of love. The poets stilled and guided us high above banks and institutions, we in disguise. It was incomprehensible, unheard of. Sometimes we landed on letterboxes that told of this and that. Thus years became alibis. It was the beginning, the middle, the end of love. Darkness finally came, push turned to shove. We held on tight with aging thighs. It was incomprehensible, unheard of. We wrapped ourselves in gold, donned kidskin glove, flapped shrunken torso across blazing skies. It was the beginning, the middle, the end of love. Yet ever in incandescent light above, you may hear our sad, despairing cries. It was incomprehensible, unheard of. It was the beginning, the middle, the end of love.
Golly.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I didn't know that that Karen wrote poetry.
Well,
Yeah, that she's a great novelist. but I
I've
didn't
been
know
knowing that she has been, just because she's told me at times that she's been working on poems. In fact, these poems are from a forthcoming volume that she's going to publish.
that. Okay.
Which is, I think the working title. The title is "Hiding Behind Flowers," and that's the title of the book. So I
Yeah.
guess it'll be coming out sometime next year.
Cool.
I'm not sure on that. Another one which will be there, a little short one, about her mother's death. So it was a little sort of six-liner called "Overnight Existentialist." They talk about an overnight atheist, don't they? Or an overnight. Oh, what is that expression about when you're near death and you suddenly become a Christian or something? I don't know about that, but this is called Overnight Existentialist. My mother ended up at the back of Lincoln Road, looking at a grapefruit tree, wearing a nappy with a Samoan orderly in someone else's nightie. Strangely moving little poem.
Yeah.
Lovely, and So that's great from the boss. Well, that means we may both get a raise.
Yeah,
or
maybe a bonus or something.
A bonus. What do you think?
I think.
A bonus for Wammo and Sam for a little something for the weekend.
Yeah, let's put that out there.
I think we should be mentioning it at least and getting people to sort of build on the side here.
Exactly.
Actually, speaking about the gods and things, we've had big lightning strikes up here.
Yeah.
Last week. I wasn't here, but at one stage it was a great big lightning flash. I was here for that, but I didn't know all the damage it had done at the time. And then I got back and in one go it had taken out the hot water system, the washing machine, and the phone, and burnt up the phone. So just while I wasn't talking on the phone that day.
Golly, it's powerful, isn't it? And but nothing struck the house like you've had before.
Well,
You've had the chimney.
Yeah, nothing like that.
Yeah.
But I like what Tennyson. I think it was Tennyson who said that a poet is someone who's been struck by lightning, and that a great poet is someone who's been struck twice. Well, I rest my case.
Of course.
Hey.
And you've got some chords.
Oh yeah, chord. Yeah. I'll finish with that. But just quickly, I just want to bring in this poem. It sounds like a bloody English lesson, sorry. But last week, it gave me great pleasure to tell that poem of Louis MacNeice's, the Inside the Sound of the Wind, Outside the Wind. I came across another great Irish poem. No, maybe I'll leave that till next week. I'll leave it till next week.
Okay.
And I'll leave that till next week. It's one of Seamus Heaney's, and I love his poems anyway. I've been reading a lot of Irish poets. Actually, it's been the influence of Sarah Broom, who, in her academic life, did a book on a study on Irish poetry.
Yeah.
I find a lot of them pretty obtuse. I love the lyric poets, but I'm finding some of the people like Paul Muldoon. I'm not endeared to him by a surname either, but oh no, I shouldn't say that. But Paul Muldoon, really hard work. But look, I'd like to finish off something for the weekend with a very new one.
Okay.
This is from me, and it's chord 54. So they're building up. This is the latest. It's just like a lot of them are, not all of them. This is an 8-liner, two 4-line verses. Chord 54. Leave you to your world. I know how rich it is. I'm sure you'll be happy. You'll make sure of it. I know. Tonight, the horny hound of heaven howls. Could be tomorrow. We'll be in for snow. You never know, do you?
Marvellous.
That's a little stringent one for the weekend.
And you have a wonderful weekend, Sam.
Well, look, thank you. I'm off down to the Hawke's Bay.
And then you come back and then you're off again.
and then we come back, and then next Tuesday, Alf and I fly down to Christchurch, and we jump in our 911 Porsche Carrera Cabriola, and we hit the road.
So will we catch you on the road somewhere next Friday?
Oh yeah. Now where will I be next? Oh, I don't know, but oh yeah. Now look, I'll let you know where I am.
Okay, cool.
And I hope everyone has a long and arduous weekend.
Thanks, Sam.
Good one, Wammo.
See ya.
See you.
That was a little something for the weekend with Sam Hunt, only on Kiwi FM.